purpose to spread the message and ensure that all girls are educated. Because of him to target of 1970-90, with by the year 2030, what do they mean by that? That by the year 2030, if we truly want to eliminate cervical cancer from the surface of the earth, by the year 2030, 90% of young girls should be vaccinated against the virus. By that same year, 70% of women should be screened for cervical cancer. And 90% of all the women that turn out positive should receive treatment. So if we are able to do that, we will be able to reduce cervical cancer to a very insignificant level, which is also equal to elimination. So as you are living here, we all people we are done with this program in the evening, call your mothers and remind them, Mom, have you done cervical cancer screening? Have you ever done cervical cancer screening? If she says no, then encourage her to go. If she says yes, when last was that? If it's more than 3 years, she should go for another one. So I wish you well in your health week, and we are ready to partner with you in terms of cervical cancer screening. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful address. Can you put your hands together for her very much? All right, so now I have like my first giveaway question. I hope you guys are ready. Critical students, here again. Are you guys here? Okay, the two places. Okay, there are people in the as well. So we're going to do this like a very interesting way. So I'm going to say 5 things. Please listen carefully and attentively. So I'll say 5 things that 5 preclinical lecturers used to say. Now, first of all, you raise up your hand. If you know the answer, and obviously, cannot you charge it? That's why I chose this question, because ChatGPT does not know Professor Oku. So, anyways, you're going to raise up your hand, and then you answer according to how I said them. Like if I said this, so you answer like backwards. Do you understand the question? Okay, so and only people that have not bought the answer tickets are if you have bought a picnic ticket, you're not eligible to participate in this. If you have bought a picnic ticket, there's no need now. Why do you want another ticket if you already have one? You want to have 2. Why? Come as a couple. Okay, because there's no couple ticket for dinner. Some people are very paid by that thing, I'm sorry. Okay, anyways. If you have like if you have the ticket and maybe you just want to collect for a friend, whatever, maybe you can participate. Just be for the committee to decide if it's valid or because what they give you now, even if I don't give you. Alright, so we're going to as I told you, so if I mention something, so you have the so let's say for example I say someone says ABC and the lecturer is lecturer A. That's the answer for the first thing I said. And then the lecturer B is the answer for the second one, lecturer C, lecturer D, and lecturer E. When you answer, you start answering from the last person. You don't start answering from the first person. If you understand this, Shabi. Alright, okay. So which lecture so the first question is there's a lecturer in preclinical that says this that makes this statement. It's all biochemistry. No, hold the answer in your heart. It is all biochemistry. You know the lecturer, I'm sorry for you. I'm not the clinicals. No, you don't know the questions are weird. So that's number 1. The person says it's all like everything is biochemistry, period. To him, it's biochemistry. One thing, the person is definitely a biochemistry lecturer, so you have to figure out the person is anyway. The second one is there's a lecturer in clinical that says 200 level is the breathability step. You know the answer, keep it in your hands. So if you're going to answer, you can tell someone that doesn't have a ticket, you can tell them the answer. Don't worry. And the third person is the person that will now say, you know, colleagues. That's number 3. So the first one, the person says what? It's all about chemistry. 200 level is great limiting step. Let's discuss.
Then there's that person that says even a goat can study medicine.
So we have 4. Should we continue? Okay, let's do translation, not confusing. So we have the answers to these 4 questions. Can I see your hands up? Just follow, like that's like just 4 questions, yes. You have the answer. Do you have a PE ticket? You don't have? Okay, so you're eligible to answer. Can one of the ushers like take the microphone? You know what? See now, you know what? Next question. You cannot cheat us because we know what it is to cheat. So if you like, you know. Answer backward, you go answer forward. That's error. Eh? Okay. You want to tell me to television to backward. Okay, so I said the first question. The first person says it's all biochemistry. Then the second person says 200 levels to make limiting step. The third person says less. Like, the person is always wanting to discuss with you, forgetting that you're not colleagues, unfortunately. Then the fourth person is Dr. Right.
The person that says even a goat can study medicine.
Okay. Right. From 4th. Number 4, Dr. Basi. Number 3, Provoco. Number 2.
Then you are. They are a bit too. How many times you
Dr. Basi again. And the last one is.
No, this one. Why would you are doing a chorus answer? Is it choir?
Okay, let's start with it.
See, because everybody have on that, I know the element wants to answer.
Okay.
It gives better. I've already cancelled you like that. Do you know how many times you have stressed me? I'm the MC.
Okay, what last one?
Let me
Alright.
You don't confuse. Thank you so much. So that is giving our first picnic ticket out to the Veda from Set 11, courtesy of the picnic committee and the youngster president. So put your hands together for them. Yeah.
Please can you put your hands together for them? I also want to say thank you so much, Dr. Abdullahi, for that beautiful delivery a while ago. And if you have been paying attention, for some of you that are going to do ONG very soon, this is not just only an opening ceremony. If you know, you know. But there were MCQ questions in that delivery. There were theory answers in that delivery. I guess if I had attended, oh my, I'm sure if we had had this before my ONG exam, I would have had a distinction in ONG. Just all this stuff. If there was pathophysiology, there was epidemiology. You can name it. Thank you so much, ma, for that beautiful delivery. Moving on, I want to welcome my very own, the one I said she's special to me, the very finest in the hall. Can you make welcome, Dr. Atayo,
You cannot say
for her goodwill message.
Thank you very much, please. Welcome you to give the opening address for Professor Nelson Sambo. Yes, ma'am. This color is given.
Can you guys just see? Come on now. No, we have to pass. We have to pass. My comment exam is still there.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. The chairman of the occasion, medical elders here present, distinguished trainers, invited guests, indefatigable final year medical students who are soon to be medical doctors, ladies and gentlemen, invited guests. I feel highly honored to be the one to deliver Prof. Muhammad Nasir Sambo's keynote address, judging from his pedigree and contribution to health system strengthening. He's actually my teacher. So when this opportunity came up, he just said, no, I know you're capable. And I said, "Sir, I can't fit into your shoes." He said, don't worry, I know what you're made of. So I'm happy and I feel honored. He sent his sincere regards and appreciation. So let me speak to our soon-to-be medical doctors, our future Hippocratic brethren. I stand before you today with profound responsibility to speak about a moral imperative that transcends borders, race, income, and ideology. We're talking about global health equity, our fight, our future. That's the theme. It's very apt and it's very timely. In fact, we're actually very impressed that you have taken take this as important. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, of all the forms of inequity, injustice in health is the most shocking and inhuman. Even as we celebrate breakthroughs in precision medicine, we must reconcile with the reality that billions still lack access to healthcare. And diseases of poverty, we have malaria, we have tuberculosis, we have neglected tropical diseases. They are still ravaging. And they persist not due to lack of cures, but because of lack of equity. We live in a world where accident of one's birthplace can determine how long you live, can determine your prognosis, it can determine a woman's access to safe childbirth or a patient receiving essential medicine. This is not equity, this is not justice. We should strive for a world where patients, whether you're in Lagos or you're in Calabar, you're in Kano, across Africa. It is substantial for you to know that you're entering medicine with more knowledge, with more global awareness. You have digital tools at your disposal than any generation before you, even us. It is how you approach care that matters. It is how you challenge bias in clinical trials that matter. It's how you treat the person in front of you and advocate for the millions who are not. When you fight for equity in Nigeria, you fight for it across Africa. So what can you do? Number one, you have to learn beyond the clinic. It's good for you to reinforce your anesthetic acyanosis, but you need to look beyond that. You need to understand why you're prescribing medicine for a patient and the person is not taking it. Could it have something, could the person be allergic? Could the person have sociocultural differences? The content of that drug, like anything that has pig, as a product. Many Muslims don't agree with it. So you need to look beyond afebrile, anesthetic acyanosis, and then look at the differences, read between the lines. You need to advocate, be a tool, let your voice be your power. You should be able to come, talk for less children, be able to identify their needs, and be able to connect the dots. Talk to the policy. You are a doctor. You are not just anybody on the street. You treat patients. Have access to many of these policy makers. Use your voice to advocate, backed by data. It will go a long way. Then you can partner. You shouldn't patronize. You should partner. That means you shouldn't work for the community. You should work with the community. That's why we do community participation. I'm sure you know that in public health. And you should be able to enjoy because that's the reality on ground. We teach you a lot in the hospital and in the classroom setting. But when you go out there, you realize that the world is not what it seems. It goes beyond theory. So you should be able to carry along in identifying their problems and their needs. They will appreciate it. Because I know there was a time that borehole was made for a community. They didn't ask them, what were your problems? They just looked at them, they just said there was no water. And then some people said, okay, why don't we make borehole for them? They realized that they had to go very far away, like 30 minutes away from living area, just to fetch water. And then some partners came and said, okay, why don't we provide water? But you didn't ask the people, what do they really need? Then after some years, the people that provided water came back, and people were not using it. They checked it wasn't faulty. Then they now asked people, what is the problem? Why are they not using it? And then those people said, actually, they prefer children going far away because they can have time to bonding, if you understand what the man and the woman. So when the water is too close, the children don't give them space to bond. And then the parents were not happy about it. So they decided they were not going to use it, and then they created a. You should stay humble. You should stay human. Right in front of you, always remember. Right in front of you, always remember that every case, every cat, every
that's it, don't shake it.
With a name, with a story, and right to help. So be empathic. Be deployed to be empathic. So this is a vision to carry forward. You are entering medicine at a time of tremendous uncertainty, but also unmatched opportunity. The pandemic showed us that the health phase is truly global. What affects one affects all. And while you may not be able to fix the entire system alone, remember that you are not obligated to complete the work, but neither are you free to abandon it. So the most important thing is stay your path. Little drops make a mighty ocean. Global health equity is our fight, and you are the next generation of doctors. It is your future to shape. Let's not leave equity to fate. Let's build a world where the zip code does not determine your lifespan, where your accent does not determine your access, and where your race or your gender does not dictate your dignity. Once again, Dr. Martin Luther King said, there are out of the moral universe, okay, the arc of moral fight, and we need to fight together. Everything with love to step forward and lead with intellect, serve with humility, because someone somewhere, even if they never learn from your name. Thank you and congratulations on the journey ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Please, can you celebrate her one more time? I thought I would have 4 ushers to help me support this elegance. Come on, celebrate her.
Oh my goodness, that was really brilliant. And I know we've heard like something she always said, something that we've always heard, something we've always heard. Small drops makes a mighty ocean. And there's a book I read. I can't remember the title currently. But I think it's the monk who sold his Ferrari. Is that that book? Or the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. And there was one particular statement that he made in that book. And he said, some daily infinitesimal habits or efforts over time yield staggering results. So every single day, when you make it a choice, when you are determined, when you make it an intention of yours to contribute, over time it builds up. And that's what we do not understand at times, and you know, everyone wants to have. And I get it, to be honest, but see, we would say the government is not doing this, is not doing that. But unfortunately, if we're in that situation, or if we're in that system as well, we'll do worse. And I'm very 90% sure we'll do worse. So it starts from us. It starts from tiny habits. Just be sometimes we don't have food.
Did you hear that? There is a condition.
No,
for
they're
that.
eligible.
No,
You're not
no,
eligible. What did you
All
say?
right.
You don't have ticket. But they're not giving Philip. Even me, I fought, but they said no. Even me, I don't have. Both of us don't have. Do you get condition? Oh yeah. Can we have someone take the microphone?
Okay, now just echo, let's say. Oh, sorry.
It's for young women that are not sexually active and also for women that tested negative for the screening.
Should we give her now or she's somewhere very close? Just a few things to add. Who can add those things? Let me turn to my clinical arm.
For me, you know that I don't want to be biased. Justice for men, because now we don't say that we don't give men picnic tickets. Do you understand? Now only three women, that actually spoken. So you see that nobody. I'm not saying I'm fighting for people. I'm fighting for the first people. So if there's any man that wants to stand up and tell us or answer our question, that would be
Global health equity. So there is no guy that can tell us the condition of vaccine against cervical cancer. Okay, maybe we should allow them just think about it, don't browse about it. They are good medics. Anyway, I think if you don't tell us how she gave it, don't give us online stuff. It was how she put it. There are lines to that thing. She even added, oh, okay, no, I'm leaving the answer. So, moving forward, while you're thinking about that, we'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Can we have the...
Yeah, I would like to invite Jay Jagba. Oh, God, please. I'm very sorry. Sorry, please let me correct the name when you come in. But I think it's Jay Jagba. Okay, yeah, that's the correct pronunciation. She's going to be performing for us today. And I want us to sit down, relax, and enjoy this beautiful performance. Greatest youngster. I don't know. I'm more excited than you all are. Greatest youngster. Distinguished students, invited guests, good morning. Standing on the already existing protocol. My name is Ezra Joy Jagoba, known as J. Jagoba. I'm the President Director of Welfare of the National Association of Philosophy Students. I'm a 300 level philosophy student. And I'm also the Vice Chairperson of the National Female Students Association of Nigeria, Abuja chapter. Thank you. I'm here to wish you a very happy Health Week. And in that spirit, I wrote a very short piece. And I'm honored to share it with you all today. Thank you so much for this opportunity. They say health is wealth. They say health is wealth. But there are so many people that do not have this opportunity. Born into a system where healthcare becomes a privilege. What do you all think? See, I want to tell you a story. I had voices in my head. I was trying to comprehend. She's losing it, and that is what they said. Voices from the society, voices from my family, and so many health injustice almost drove me into insanity. But I can't bring myself to it. Because if I do, I wouldn't know the beauty of creativity, positivity, not to mention health equity. But these voices came back with negativity, trying to pull me into captivity. I wake up every morning with a couple of threats. I tried to evict them. I thought they were dead. But these voices came back ringing the loudest. My mind became their palace. Now this moment
with the confidence he's exuding. And I said, this guy is a potential. And then most of the time again, when we had crisis of water, we'll be in the hostels, coming from many campus. No water, no water. Before I know, you appear before me and say, man, these people don't have water, what not. So he was always following up and down. But as a dean who must not be found to be biased, I decided to say, okay, I know I've seen potential, but let's provide a platform where everybody will have, a level playing ground. Whoever emerges good. He never failed, he never failed me. He did so well. He had charisma. He has people who are with him. And then I was glad, even though people from medical hostel, there are some challenges with, you guys are always like 1 year behind, based on the uniqueness of your calendar. So, but we thank God that the election came and it's gone. They were inaugurated on Saturday, 21st, and then we'll have brand new LCC on campus. Like I always say, it's a new dawn in the University of Abuja, where your freedom is guaranteed and your welfare is of top priority to us. One of the agenda I gave them is, I said, my agenda for the short time I'm going to be there is that I want the face of the hostel must change. And that's what I told them. That's my one and only agenda to them. And by the grace of God, we'll live to achieve that. I'm pleased to extend the warmest regards of the University of Abuja to the University of Abuja Medical Student Association on the occasion of your 2025 Health Week. This initiative reflects a deep sense of responsibility, leadership, and service. It is always inspiring to see medical students champion causes that improve public health and create awareness in their communities. Your dedication to organizing impactful outreach programs, wellness campaigns, and educational sessions shows that you are not just future healthcare professionals, you are already making a difference. We recognize the importance of student-led initiatives like this. They cultivate teamwork, social impact, and real-world engagement, all of which are crucial to building a holistic medical education and stronger health system. I commend UAMSA executives and planning committee for the vision, for the commitment, and the excellence demonstrated in putting this week together. May your efforts continue to yield positive outcomes for the people you serve and for your own growth as leaders in the medical profession. I wish you guys well. Not just book. Once in a while they say all work without play make Jack a dull boy, right? So as medical student, as busy as you may seem, please take out this 2-3 days of the remaining part of the session and make sure you also have fun. Make meaningful impacts. And then, let me just let something out. On the 25th and 26th of July, there will be an edutainment festival on campus. We call it edutainment, Education and Entertainment Festival. It's part of our goal to bring life back to campus. I graduated from ABU Zaria. I'm a veterinarian. I'm currently the head of the department, vet pathology. I'm very sound in global health, on One Health. I'm a national trainer on biosafety and biosecurity. I'm also a national trainer on cyber biosecurity. And very soon, to show you that the world is going One Health, we're talking about One Health. By October, I'll be in University of Maryland Medical School, School of Medicine, for clinical trials, phase 2, phase 3 clinical trials of dermatology. So, but I'm a vet, but I'll be working with human patients in hospitals where we have human patients with prurigo nodularis and other skin-related diseases. So, as you go higher, you speak one language, and when you speak that language, everybody seems to understand. So 25th, 26th, there will be a festival coming up just behind your college. Behind your college, there is one hill, like this car park here, this abandoned car park. There is a hill there. So there will be one of the best festivals in the University of Abuja. The DG of Smidan, the President's son, Sheyi Tinubu, the Minister of Youth, the Minister of Tourism, everybody is coming back to give full support to JAMO Jamal, the SG president, and to show that there is a new dawn in the University of Abuja. And we want you to take out those 2 days to come around. I know you're going to coincide, it's coming towards your exam, but spare 2 days to come around and make sure you have fun. During your picnic, I'll make sure, I'll tell the president, Faith, your picnic, I'll just stumble into your picnic to come and show you that once upon a time, I was also like you, and I had fun. So please enjoy your week, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Please, a round of applause. Please, can you stay celebrating? Thank you so much, sir, for that beautiful delivery. All right, so we're going to take a 15-minute break, and within that break, please get to network, get to meet people, collect number. It's a very beautiful time to do that. But please, in all you're doing, don't network with my hallelujah. Hallelujah. If you know, you know. Do you understand that thing? Do you know that one? Or you don't know? My people know. Alright, so moving on. The 15 minutes break I'm giving. Please, we have people outside from Fidelity Bank. So just go there, we have souvenirs there. Meet them. You have questions, you want to open an account, $1, whatever you want to do, they are outside by my left, which is to your right? Please go out. We have a 15-minute break and it starts now. My hallelujah, brethren.